Hello there and welcome to Bathcasts, a podcast created by the Young Curators of Moseley Road Baths and funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. I'm Rachel Baker, your host and lover of baths. Bathcasts is a unique podcast where I'm interviewing people whilst they're in a slipper bath. Each guest is linked to Moseley Road Baths in a different way. So grab a rubber ducky and a bar of soap and you too can relax and listen whilst you're in the bath. This isn't just a podcast, it also contains a poem, a song and a guided meditation. You might as well call this a sandwich, because boy oh boy is it jam-packed. Anyway, here is your guided meditation.
Hi, I'm Ajay's son, and in today's guided meditation, you can close your eyes gently, or if it feels more accessible to you, you can keep the eyes open and lower the gaze. So in this guided meditation, I'll give you some invitations that you can repeat after me, or if you'd prefer, you can just enjoy the rising and the falling of the breath. Breathing in, I see myself as the rain. Breathing out, I see myself as the flower. In, rain. Out, flower. You can continue to practice in this way, or you can continue to notice the rising and the falling of the breath, witnessing where maybe there is some tension in the body, witnessing maybe what arises. Breathing in, I see myself as the rain. Breathing out, I see myself as a flower.
That was a wonderful meditation. And now on to our second interview, which is with Malikah and Shazia. They are champions of the community. They've set up capoeira and archery classes at Moseley Road Baths, giving women a place to socialise, exercise and immerse themselves in new skills. Enthusiasm pours out of this discussion, and as does the fierce support that both women have for one another. I hope you enjoy this interview. Hello there, everyone listening, and welcome to Bathcasts. I am your host, Rachel Baker, and this is the podcast where you can also listen in the bath whilst I'm speaking to a person in the bath. But today, actually, we have two people in the bath. We have Shazia and Malikah. Shaz, you prefer to be called Shaz, don't you?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I should say to the listeners, so instead of today with the water being in there, what we've got is we've got a lovely tank full of water in the bath with a few rubber ducks and, oh, what else is in there? And a cup.
Some cups, yeah.
Oh, brilliant, and a cup. But because there are two people in the bath, the space doesn't allow for, lots of water, etc. But we have these little ducks that are setting the scene. How are you both doing in the bath at the moment?
I mean, it's a bit tight for two people.
She wants me out.
No, I don't.
It's comfortable. I'm really enjoying the bath setting altogether. I'll give Malikah a bit more room so she can get a bit more comfortable. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, it's a really strange but creative experience, and yeah, the ducks just really add to it as well.
Yeah, they're really sweet, aren't they? Well, how many have you got in there? 3?
We've got 4.
4, and they've got ribbons around them. Why have they got ribbons around them?
Because it matches my dress.
Oh, I like that. See, that's very creative, that is. So what we've got is Shaz is sat on the top of the bath, and Malikah's sat inside the bath cross-legged. So anyone at home, feel free to change your positioning if you're listening in the bath. You can also get creative, like we are doing today. But anyway, I'll ask some general bath questions. Are you two bathers? Do you bath a lot?
I love my baths. We've got family members who like showers. I'm like, no, I won't go for a shower. I would go for a bath.
I really like that. How long do you spend in the bath? Is it an occasion?
It's an occasion, and when it's an occasion, it's longer. I'll take my time, like 45 minutes.
Oh,
it's
I like that.
my time, me time. Pamper yourself, enjoy. That's your time.
Oh, yeah. Treat, yeah. It feels more of an occasion, doesn't it? Do you do anything in the bath? Are you a reader in the bath? Listen to podcasts?
I usually just sort of like relax. Like I just let myself just close your eyes and just like completely let go. I think as a student as well, I'm more of an afternoon person. So I know the morning and the day gets really busy. But then afterwards, like if I've had a really stressed out day, I think the bath is definitely where I just go in and I just let everything go.
Oh, it's so relaxing, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's really great for the muscles. I feel like it actually is relaxing for your muscles, but also for the mind. It's just such a treat. And this bath today is really nice. For those listening, it's a green bath with metal legs. Of course, we're in Moseley Road Baths. It is a real vintage bath, something that I can imagine seeing in Country Living magazine. Do you know what I mean? It's a real staple. So, what do you do at Moseley Road Baths? What brought you here?
So we actually started off by bringing capoeira to the Moseley Road Baths. So I think we both had like an idea in place, and I think getting women, especially in martial arts, is a high demand. You know, there's not much out there that's going on, I think, in all aspects of martial arts. So I think capoeira can be one that not a lot of people actually know about it. So when we both kind of sat down and we were like, okay, well, what can we do? We found a lovely instructor as well, and she was really interested in getting women into martial arts too. So then we thought to ourselves, well, what kind of area has access and space to enable to do so? You know, if you go on this road, there's like so many venues and shops as well. So it's a really nice community feel. And then when we came to Moseley Road Baths, and we were just at first using it for ourselves, checking it out. And then we found out the gala pool, and the gala pool is just amazing. It has now been transformed into a living room space, but which again is just amazing in itself too, because everyone can come down and just literally sit down and relax, just like they were in a living room. But when it was a gala pool, it was very, very spacious. And because we did women's only, we really wanted to focus on that private aspect of making sure that women felt comfortable to sort of like come down and, just be able to relax. And, sometimes if they wanted to kind of get more sporty attire as well, they wouldn't be comfortable doing it anywhere else. We wanted it private so that they were able to do so. So we introduced capoeira and we were like, this is really great. We met some of the staff as well who were really supportive with the idea. From there, we thought, okay, this is an amazing space to carry on and keep going. And we delivered archery, and we also hosted very cultural events as well. We hosted a iftar party and Eid party, and the amount of people that came down from the community was just absolutely amazing. Like for the Eid party, we actually had alpacas here. So for those of you who came down to Moseley Road Baths on that day, you would have saw the two beautiful alpacas. I think we had for that event, it was over 100 people, to be fair.
That's right.
But the gala pool was completely filled. And it shows you the community's out there, and the baths can be used in such an amazing way, and it's not just swimming.
100%. So was the 100 people, that was for the Eid celebration with the alpacas?
The Eid
I have a few questions about this. So the gala pool, for people listening, is used for a community space. It did used to be a baths, but actually I think even dating back to the 50s has been used for dance competitions and a whole host of things. I think it did specifically used to be host for what's ballroom dancing, that's the word I'm looking for. So I've heard about these alpacas. How come? That's amazing. So they went into the gala pool itself?
Oh, unfortunately they couldn't.
No, fair, because it's quite steep, isn't it? The steps down, yeah.
We had loads of other people. We had the people there. We had the food there. That was like the main thing as well. We had anyone who came down who wanted to do any stalls as well. The alpacas unfortunately stayed outside.
That's great though, yeah.
It was a very nice thing to do in the community. You won't really get such animals in the area. So to have alpacas, it's very rare. And it definitely brought the community down to the baths.
Absolutely, and also it's such a clever way to encourage people to come here, even if it's for the first time, Because when you walk in
Yes.
to the main area and, you know, to the left, there's that information about all the things that are happening. There's so much going on here. So, Shaz, with the, is it capoeira? Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the archery, was it you that brought those in?
It was myself, yeah.
Right, I see, right, okay. So what time frame was this then?
So we're talking about, I think,
Over a year.
yeah,
Right,
it's been
okay.
quite a long time now, but it was, I think, to be fair, capoeira is still going on till today. Which
Yes,
says
yeah.
something, which means people are coming, people are enjoying it, and again, it shows that it is in demand. You know, just to be able to give people that different feeling of, okay, I'm doing something else. You know, in our day-to-day life, we get so busy, we get so hung up on doing the same thing again and again. You know, sometimes people want that freedom, they want that break of doing something else, and being able to give the ladies that is such an amazing, like, beautiful experience as well. And then it wasn't just for the ladies, like, any events that we had as well. It's again making sure that the community actually can break apart or break free from their daily lives and actually engage in something else that is just different and stimulating for them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. I agree with Malikah. She's the one who has tried to do the best in creating something completely different. It's not your norm. You have a lot of martial arts classes around the basics, kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing. And when Malikah was researching, she wanted to be creative. So she was like, what can we bring to the community that's different? Capoeira. So she researched, she goes, where can we do capoeira? How can we do capoeira? We found a very, very lovely lady, absolutely beautiful, who already have a business in capoeira established in the city centre. We're not going to go to the city centre. You know, it's how can we bring capoeira to where we are, to our community. And that's when we spoke. We said, can you bring it to our community? Can we open capoeira to multiple people and show its ability to change lives in different ways? Because capoeira is a different sport altogether. It's done through dance, so it's not your typical stand in a line, punch, kick. It's done in a very different way, which again comes back down to what Malikah said, it stimulates, it changes your mood altogether. It's very magical once you get into the rhythm of it. So we're like, perfect, that's what we want to do. We want to do something. She wanted to do something different. She wanted to create something in an environment, in a community where it will benefit everybody. Where else? Again, Moseley Baths.
Whoa! Stop right there. We are going to take a quick pause to listen to a poem by Rupinder Kaur.
Soulmates. Mother, daughter, who came first? I am you and you are me? There is no escape in this life? Opening the portals of time, here our mantra is joy. We dance soil kissing the ground for those that came before us, those that will come after us. The drumming fades, our bodies a rhythmic patchwork, threading our ancestors, forming a circle with women's spirits, dancing around the fire, clapping, singing folk songs, stamping our feet on the ground, forming a tectonic dance. Rain awakens the goddess within us. The Amrit-like dewdrops fall on our body, creating new rituals to endow in our language of love. Holding our hands together, my fingers slightly longer, thinking of the arteries, veins inside us, the branches and rivers. We all hold on to bits of the same stardust coming from the universal womb. I start this new journey alone, remembering the vessels inside me. Awaiting for the full moon, I feel half wolf, half woman, threading scattered paths, searching for the mountain belt where I was once nothing. Making my way towards the glinting radiance of the tributaries, I think of what the water gave me. It gave me you. Today we swim not knowing where we are going. Mother, daughter, who came first? I am you, and you are me. I am you, and you are me. There is no escape in this life.
Now, back to the interview. So what have you taken away from the baths yourself into your daily lives or habits or studies?
So it's definitely sometimes a way like to just relax. I think when I have a stressful day and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You know, being able to just come down and just escape, being able to just sort of de-stress yourself and not focus on anything else in the moment. I mean, there are some cases that even if you just come for a swim, you know, in the baths, you know that, okay, in that time frame, you are not going to do anything else. You're not going to wear anything else. All you're doing is you're going for a swim. You know, if you came down for any of the activities as well, and it's not just sports that people think, okay, you know, this is going to change, but it's just even coming down like in the living room sector and just meeting new people, trying to do something different in your life, it's going to have a massive and beneficial impact on you.
And what about you, Shaz? Can you think of anything that you've taken away from the baths into your daily life?
I would actually, I'd agree with Malikah. I mean, what we take is knowing everyone is happy. You know, to know what you're doing to help others is what you take away with yourself. And that pushes you to carry on even more. And when I see Malikah and I see how many people she's benefited on one idea and allowed it to grow, it pushes her to want to carry on, because it's not just one person. She's making that one person's family even better, because that one person's happy. Therefore, everybody around them is happy. And then it kind of like just grows and grows. That's what she takes back with her, is knowing that she's done something different. And it persuades her to do even more things. You know, it's like, well, if we can do that, let's try something that has benefits in other ways. So then Malikah come up with the archery, which is, again, eye coordination, patience, which is, again, challenging people's daily lives when they're up against anything in life, by having a sport that calms them, teaches them to have patience within themselves, then that does have a reflect on their daily lives. And like I was teaching the ladies, you can see how they have to self-compose themselves, let everything go, focus on themselves. It's their own self-journey, and strengthen themselves, and they just hit the target.
Yeah, even in people who just like attend in like a hobby or a session or just like any passion or interest, you will find out that, you know, it's so much more easier to meet new people or bond with new people if you guys have a similar kind of like interest. Because, you know, that same person might be the one who ends up pushing you as well. But ultimately, if you can find something that you really enjoy doing, and then you can go meet others, you know, who also enjoy doing the same thing, you will find out that your connections and your relationships are just going to get 10 times more stronger.
Oh, what a beautiful way you talk about the community, because that is so true. And, you know, it's not just a sport or a hobby. You can put that into so many different practices in your daily life, like you were saying about patience. And you guys bounce off each other so well. Can I ask, how would you describe your connection? Or, you know, you're in the bath together and having a good
I think a very strong connection.
That's clearly a strong connection if you're willing to be in the bath together. No, Malikah is inspiring, absolutely inspiring. I could never have met such a sweet soul who is so... I don't think there's any words, to be honest with you. She's not thinking about herself. She's always thinking about others. And when you find somebody like that, you know it's going to be magical. You know, so, and you're right.
When I flattered here, we can just the rest of the podcast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all about Malikah right now, isn't it? Take it. No, when I see her exceed, it's absolutely beautiful. When I see her just wanting to do something for the sake of someone else, I know what she's doing is something that's going to grow into something beautiful, and that really inspires me. And you know, it's what kind of words can I use? It encourages you to want to be the same, and then you be like, well, if she can be so kind and so lovely, I want to be so kind and I want to be so lovely. So then that energy that she's giving out, and by giving it out, it's just, like I'm saying, I'm speechless. I can't put any words to put this together other than Like I did mention
I think for
before.
those listening, let me put it simply.
I'm gonna put it simple. I feel like with Malikah, I've found my soulmate because she understands me and I understand her. And what I like about Malikah is what she does is she looks for those gaps that are not filled. So what can we do to fill that gap? Because there's a need for this. How do we fill that need? You can have your standard, we can do this, we can do that. But to actually look for where the gap is, where the strong need is, that's what is lovely about her, you know.
And also, Malikah, you're a young curator, aren't you? Yes. So what's been that experience at the Moseley Road Baths like?
So there's a lot of work that went behind in order to set up this podcast as well. And, you know, I think where we came in, it was definitely behind the scenes, and we plan on doing a lot more than obviously just for those listening and sitting in the bath and listening to this as well. You know, that we plan on actually, you know, doing a launch day and stuff and bringing more to this as well. But yeah, I think I'm part of those who help in the back of making sure that everything here goes nice and smoothly as well. And I can say the team and everyone who is part of the Young Curators team is just amazing. So if they're listening, you know, I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys as well.
Oh, I was so glad, and it seems like a really lovely scheme, everyone I've met on it, and they've all seemed to have not only given a lot, but taken away stuff as well. So to wrap this up, a final question, what do you want to do in the future, whether it's at Moseley Road Baths or in terms of community-driven things and other events? Have you got more ideas? Have you got...
And we definitely do want to bring more stuff, you know, not just sports as well. I mean, look, there's also a little garden sector outside, so the baths are actually bringing a lot more than just obviously a swimming pool bath. So I think people need to like see how much of a importance it is and how beneficial like it can be to them as well if they come. But another thing as well is for myself, for those fellow students out there listening, you know, it can get tough and it can get daunting. So I just wish all of you the best, even myself. You know, I think when exam season comes, I'm a nervous wreck. So I think, finishing my studies is definitely one, like a top priority on my list too.
But do you find that community or sports or anything, does that help alleviate that stress?
It definitely does. Yeah, I think the one thing I would emphasize like to students as well is the fact that sometimes we end up, and you know, myself, I am, you know, one to blame for this as well, that we end up spending so long sitting upstairs, locked away in a room on our laptops and computers, revising from like morning all the way to the afternoon. It happens, and it, you know, mentally as well, we're stuck in one place, and it can get daunting as well, and it can make us feel anxious, sometimes stressed as well. And being able to just have like at least even 1 hour to just go work out, you know, it doesn't have to just be a sport, it can just be a hobby as well. Maybe something painting, or you know, whatever people are into, you know, just having 1 hour to just say, okay, I'm giving myself time, I'm giving myself the opportunity to do this and not have to worry about anything else, obviously within reason. For those students listening as well, you know, I'm not saying forget and abandon your studies, but of course within reason, just having a bit of a break, it helps. It has helped me so much as well. You know, when I come to the baths and I do the capoeira, I come in and I've just managed to just sit down and just socialize. You find out that, you know, you go back, and as a student as well, your mind is more refreshed.
Oh, absolutely, isn't it? And to give yourself that space, I feel like, don't know about you, but I felt guilty about that to begin with. But then actually, there's nothing to be guilty about, because it is helping your studies. Yeah. You know, you're giving yourself time away to, I don't know, give your brain a break. It's 100%, you know, it's essential. And what about you, Shaz? Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap it up? Have you enjoyed the bath? Have you had a good bath?
I've enjoyed the bath.
Yeah, the ducks have been very nice.
They've been very quiet.
Quack. There was one that I think one just quacked.
I think the main thing I would say is, for anyone listening, this is going to sound very ironic, but I am not much of a swimmer. And yet I help her out in the baths. So if anyone is out there and, you know, you're not a swimmer like myself, you can still come to the baths and have so many things to do. And the community here is just welcoming. The staff here are just an amazing bunch as well. They're very friendly. There's not one person you can come here and you'll be like, okay, you know what, I'm back at the door I go. Like, everyone here is just so welcoming. Like, if you do approach someone, you know, 100% you will make a friend on that very same day you come. So even if you're not a swimmer, please come down and just check out the baths.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Malikah.
So honestly, you two are amazing women, and I'm really excited to see what you do next. So thanks everyone, and thank you for listening. What a brilliant interview with Malikah and Shazia. They're both such forces for positivity and have such a wonderful relationship. They also love the ducks in the bath. But now to listen to a bit of music by Keena Whitehead.
Out there like God's deep, don't sharpen that knife. Yellow pages lie, so I'll bring the golden seeds. Out there in the grey, tales of dampened dreams almost killed a spark, almost killed a spark, so I'll bring the golden key. Fill up your cup, fill up the bath, fill up our town. Out there I have seen walls high as mountains, hate pouring from fountains, the world cut into shapes, the world cut into shapes. I'll bring the golden glue. Fill up your cup, fill up the bath, fill up our town. With your wondrous heart, your open heart, your aching heart, your truthful heart, your perfect heart, your trembling heart, that giving heart, all one heart.
To finish this episode, we'll be heading back to Ajay's son for a guided meditation.
For this guided meditation, I will invite you to close the eyes if this feels comfortable, or if it feels more accessible, you can keep the eyes open and lower the gaze. In this moment, I would like you to think of someone or some cause that you would like to dedicate this practice to. Breathing in, I see myself as a river. Breathing out, I feel connection. In, river. Out, connection. You can continue in this way, or you can simply notice the rising and the falling of the breath in the body. sending out this practice like a river, sending out compassion, sending out love. Breathing in, I see myself as a river. Breathing out, I feel connection.
Thank you for listening to episode 2 of Bathcasts. Tune in next time for my interview with marketing and communications whiz, Sadeem Garvey. Bubbly bath, bye-bye.